got away with it.
I had a set of drums years ago when I was probably about 10. I bought a kind of second-hand set. I thought I'd try my hand at it. And I had a shed at the end of the garden. And I would go in there and practice.
Oh, yeah.
And one day, a rock came through the window of the shed.
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, it is Clips of the Week time, and we will kick off with Sam Matterface with news on Brexit Day of a new nation.
And it's out of play and away for another throw. It's a big sort of arrangement between the two countries, Brentford and Denmark.
Yeah, Brentford's going to be its own country.
I'm going to need a visa next season.
I think you are, to get into the ground. And Natalie's going to be the Prime Minister. Fantastic. It's all working out well for her.
It's marvellous. Here's Mark Saggers now, sorting out VAR once and for all.
Here's a way. Can't somebody get a microchip into the back of everybody's boots so that the one that's nearest the goal on an offside decision...
What about the front of the boot?
It goes... either side of the boot. I'll put a chip in the back of the dog at home and go around the world with him now. I mean, surely we can find a little microchip that then goes beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Chip in boots. I saw that at the Palladium.
It was very good. I didn't know Mark takes his dog round the world. I'd watch that. Sounds like a good format. Staying with Sags and Sam, we're calling this one Stop Saying Development.
It's still in development.
Dear me. Yeah, well, it shouldn't be in development. What it should be, it shouldn't be implemented until development is developed.
I didn't like the way that clip...
Can't think of the word, can you?
What is it? Yeah.
Developed?
Yeah,
it could be developed. It could be.
This is Nigel Bothwell on Fisherman's Blues giving out the email address.
One from Sarah Collins of Get Hooked on Fishing with a quick reminder. When I was speaking to Hayley Clapperton, I think we might have got the website wrong. If you want to get into fishing, it's www.getfishing.org.uk.
Too many W's, no.
Too many W's.
Once you get, it's got a point though, because when you start saying www, you can't get out of it, can you? It's not easy. This is Anne-Marie Batson, who was clearly a bit peckish.
Yeah.
I do wonder about Leicester as well, in terms of, as we know now, they're out of the Caramel Cup.
Yeah, she obviously fancies a bar of chocolate.
I love the Caramel
Cup. It's tremendous.
One of my favourites. Yeah. This is Neil Warnock on Breakfast now, talking Tottenham transfers.
I know it sounds silly, but I don't think he'll know who he's bringing in yet. I think he'll have a number one target.
Yeah.
He'll have a number two.
Well, everybody needs a break, don't they, on transfer deadline day.
I love a number two, me.
And staying with Neil, here he is with Ali McCoist and a potential new format, talking about the animal kingdom as if it was football.
Because they reckon dolphins are the most intelligent creatures of the lot, you know. Yeah, there you are.
I think whales leave a lot to be desired up there.
08717 double. What's wrong with Wales? It's great, isn't it? Really? Having a go at Wales. Neil Warnock and David Attenborough, I'd watch it.
Why not? Back to Nigel on Fisherman's Blues, and as Derek and Clive once said, what's the worst job you ever had?
What's the highest priced catch in Cornish waters? And the answer is bal and wrasse. They only used to be used as bait, but now they're in high demand from the Scottish salmon farming industry, used to eat lice off diseased salmon.
Yeah, so...
sounds great.
What did you get? Well, after I left university, I did sort of 10 years in marketing. OK, and what are you up to now? Well, mainly I'm eating lice off diseased salmon. Fair enough. Got to be the worst job I've ever had.
Terrible.
Here's your co-commentator, Trevor Sinclair, trotting out that old, hoary, well-known turn of phrase that I think all of us at some time are guilty of overusing.
Why did David Silva not shoot and finish the cup tie? I think he expected the defender to absolutely fly over like an emergency defending situation, and the defender didn't go for it.
I've got to stop. Yeah, I've got to check myself every time I start using emergency defending situation. That's true. Yeah. What's next?
Is it me? Oh yes. And on a similar note, here's the Moose, and we were wondering, could you get this more wrong?
You couldn't.
Brentford have, to use the old rhyming, the old sort of children's rhyming story, they've huffed and they've puffed like the three bears, and they can't blow the house down.
Could you get that more wrong? The old rhyming children's story about the three bears. There were no pigs involved in that, were there?
Goldilocks, where was she?
This is Alan Brazil going a bit continental.
Yes.
everything will happen, I think, at the end of the season.
John, nice one. Thank you. Gracias. John Hernandez.
Gracias. He did go a bit deepest depth there.
Profundidad más profunda.
That means
deepest depth.
Deepest depth in Spanish. That's very good. So, what's next, Andy?
It's Nigel on Fisherman's Blues again, chatting to a caller.
Fantastic, and I'm sure he's very proud of you.
Yes,
he's a top match angler, isn't he, Pete Clapperton?
Oh, yeah, I know his brother, the fine guitarist, Eric Clapperton.
Oh, Eric Clapperton. They slow hand. Are they related?
I have no idea.
Bit childish, but I quite liked it.
I liked it too.
Time now for the Curse of the Commentator with Andrew McKenna.
England cricket fans, world cricket fans, get used to Ollie Pope and Joe Root batting together. It looks like you're going to be seeing it for a long while to come. Nokia will start after the drink break, and he's induced Pope to inside edge onto his stumps.
Yeah, he's off Ollie Pope's Christmas card list after that, wasn't he? Yeah.
Here's a caller to the sports bar. He was joined by his pet owl.
Pet owl, yeah.
Let's go to the phone lines. 08717 223344. Luke is a Manchester United fan. He's first up. Hello, Luke.
Hi there, guys. Great show.
Thanks, man. Off you go.
Luke's Man United, but of course his owl is Sheffield Wednesday, obviously.
Of course
big Wednesday fan. Hoping the Conor Wickham deal gets over the line. Maybe we'll hear from him later. So, back to Big Alan. Proving alcohol is never far from his mind.
Villa fans as well, as you're about to take on Leicester, are you looking at the table thinking, what do we want? Wembley or survival? It's got to be survival, but you still want a strong side out.
Alan
we all do, don't we?
Alan still wants a strong cider.
It's better than the
It's only
weekend.
9:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Here's your commentator, Sam Matterface.
There's a foul there by... Well, I'm not sure there was a foul there, but there was a collision... Hold on. There's a bit of an issue here.
Yeah, you're nearly dying, mate. That's what it is. It's a bit worrying.
Of course, we
Good
never
job there wasn't.
cough on
No,
air.
but no, it was a proper old coughing fit, wasn't it? He
Good,
just
wasn't it?
inhaled a fly or
Oh,
something.
dear.
So one final one from Fisherman's Blues, and an unlikely but beautiful bit of poetry from Nigel Botherway.
If you thought Keith Arthur's knife in the bum was a fisherman's tale, how about this cutting from the Daily Mail?
You can see him doing panto, can't you? That's lovely.
I'm surprised he didn't start the show. They like to start with a poem. And we were quite shocked to hear Alan being so candid on air this week.
I was talking to Sam Allardyce alongside me earlier about I'm not a great lover.
Okay, well, I think Sam is often the man you turn to for that kind of romantic advice.
Yes.
I find I stopped taking the pints of wine, Alan. That certainly helped me. That'll be 50 guineas, please, for the advice. And finally, it's Ben Fletcher with Leicester News.
Brendan Rodgers declaring Jamie Vardy fit to play. The Premier League top scorer missed their FA Cup win at Brentford at the weekend after picking up a muscular injury.
Good recovery, Ben.
Well, he does like a party.
He does, yeah, he was having a party. So there we are. Thank you very much to Keelan Cosgrove, Andrew Dool, Alan Hebbs, Barry Shorrock, okay, Daz Mapleston, Mark Shipley, Betsy Gilbert, Jack Brain, Chris Porch, Jez Dobbs, Gavin Mitchell, Lee Holland, Clive Bennett, Alex Leighton, Craig Peter Dodd, Mike Knowles and Roger in Durham all suggested clips that were...
Sharon's got lovely action as well. She,